They call it a secret supply run. But in this desert, secrets have a way of casting long shadows before the first shot is even fired.
Across the dunes, the response is already in motion. No warnings, no radio chatter. Just the cold clicks of a guidance system locking on. The silence of the coast is broken. Those aren't flares, they're signatures. Letters of intent written in solid fuel and high explosives. A messy start. Fire in the sky and metal in the surf. When the big players start throwing rocks, everyone on the ground better find a roof. Saturation. That's the strategy. Why use a scalpel when you can use a sledgehammer made of heat-seeking warheads?
The head of the snake is gone, but the body, the convoy, is still out there, crawling through the canyons, blind and vulnerable.
They're driving into a funnel. In military terms, it's a kill zone. In their terms, it's just another Tuesday until the first tank rounds hit. Bumper to bumper. They're making it easy for the hunters. When you're carrying a payload this hot, you don't hug your neighbor. Beautiful view. Shame it's the last thing most of these boys are gonna see. The shadows in those hills aren't just rocks.
The descent is where it gets tricky. Loss of momentum is a death sentence when the sky starts raining Iranian steel.
Enter the Predators. These pilots don't care about politics. They care about lock tones and fuel-to-weight ratios.
The cavalry is coming, but they aren't wearing white hats. 3 F-15s, fully loaded and looking for something to burn.
Flying low, flying fast. They're staying in the ground clutter. By the time the convoy hears the scream, the missiles will already be home.
The hunters have the high ground now. From up here, $1 million of Israeli tech looks like a toy parade waiting to be broken.
First blood. The lead truck is down and the road is blocked. Now the panic sets in, and panic is the best fertilizer for a massacre.
It's a chain reaction. One tanker goes, the rest follow. It's not a battle anymore. It's an industrial accident with an audience.
The escort is trying to earn their pay, but you can't shoot back at a ghost moving at Mach 1. They're just targets with sirens.
The physics of war are simple. More energy wins. And right now, the Iranians are dealing in a surplus of energy.
They're coming back for the scraps. Why leave anything to chance? In this game, destroyed is the only acceptable status report. Gravity is finally making its move. That driver is fighting for a few more seconds of life in a world that's decided it's over.
Going down. That's a lot of high-octane history disappearing into the ravine. The environment is going to be feeling that one for decades. The man in charge is looking for a radio, a weapon, a miracle. But miracles don't show up when the air is thick with jet fuel and failure.
One got away, into the dark, hoping the concrete will hide him. But tunnels have exits, and exits can be closed.
Out of the frying pan, straight into the barrel of a main battle tank. The light at the end of the tunnel, that's a muzzle flash.
If you're gonna go, go loud. He tried to take the mountain with him. It's a spectacular way to fail a delivery.
The public doesn't know about the secret supply run. They just know the highway is on fire, and the world feels a little more broken today.
The job is done. The secret is buried under tons of rubble and ash. Tomorrow the politicians will talk.
Smoke is the only thing the sky is holding now. The secret is burning, and the fire doesn't care about the manifest.
The jets are circling back. They aren't done until the asphalt itself is scorched clean of Israeli tires.
Off-roading in a rolling bomb. It's a brave move or a stupid one. In this light, it's hard to tell the difference.
They're bringing the mountain down. Why waste a missile when gravity can do the job for free?
Boots on the ground, eyes on the sky. They're looking for a crack in the rock, but there's no shade from a thermal seeker.
That's the high-grade stuff. Specialized fuel for specialized engines. Now it's just a specialized way to die.
Total silence in the cockpit. Just the steady hum of the electronics, and the soft chime of a target lock.
Loose cannon on the mountainside. 20 tons of steel and gas, looking for a place to park.
And that's the end of the support team. No survivors, no report. Just a crater and a bad memory. Checkmate on the bridge. Nowhere to turn, nowhere to hide. The end of the line is made of concrete and fire.
Structural failure. The mission, the bridge, and the secret, all falling into the abyss together.
The predators are heading home. They're leaving a graveyard behind, and the desert is already starting to bury it.
The report will say it was a transit accident, but the smoke tells a different story. End of line.
The heat signatures are cooling, but the political fallout is just starting to warm up. Satellite intel shows a 100% loss of cargo.
The road is a mosaic of melted alloy and high-octane residue. You can't scrub this kind of failure off the map. One door open, no driver in sight. In this business, being missing in action is often a mercy.
The hunters are cleaning their knives. By midnight, the beach will look like no one was ever there. Professional. Clean.
Top secret. It's funny how fire doesn't need a security clearance to read your most private documents.
The Coast Guard is reporting a brush fire. Let them believe it. The truth is a lot harder to put out with a water cannon.
Signal lost.
It's a quiet way to describe a screaming metal nightmare. The servers don't feel the heat. The locals are arriving to pick the bones. Crows don't care about geopolitics, they just like the shiny bits.
Wheels down. Mission accomplished. The pilots are probably thinking about dinner, not the hell they left in the hills.
The phones have stopped ringing. That's when you know the damage is irreversible. Silence is the sound of a career ending.
Listen to the steel. It's telling the story the news won't cover. It's the sound of an empire's reach exceeding its grasp.
They missed the flank. Simple. They focused on the sky and forgot that the hills have eyes and anti-tank rounds.
Night falls.
The orange box. The only thing that survived the heat. It's got the last 30 seconds of the secret recorded in high fidelity.
They're calling it a brake failure. Must have been some powerful brakes to take out 3 fighter jets and a bridge.
Somewhere else, the engines are starting up again. They never learn. They just find a new road and a new secret.
The desert doesn't keep secrets. It just waits for the next one to arrive. Log off. We're done here.